Hola, coconut buddies. Don't forget to subscribe for up to 16 Sundays. Um, and hopefully today we're going to go all over good feet. So basically, lo siento, no español, un poquito. And yes, I am the original Irvina Mackin, the original discoverer of over 16 steps of new leche de la madre breastfeeding discoveries, especially the one where you tip the head up and a natural blood flow goes through the mother's head. And talk to your doctor first. Um, and my discoveries may not be for you at all. And nudity can be seen in any of my videos at any time. And yes, I have breastfed my baby, my biological baby, and she is over 22 years old. She cannot participate in this baby milking videos. And yes, I am part Hispanic, and I am American made. And just a little trick too about Copy and Cat the cat. They do a foot paw massage. It reminds them of baby breastfeeding as they were a baby. And interesting enough, I like to do it still even before bedtime. And you'll feel, well, I felt a tingling sensation from my head to my toes. And so hopefully it will help you relax. And when the honey would squeeze my breast too, it would help release good endorphins too. The touch, everybody needs touch. We can't survive without touches. And I think that's one thing that survived me, other than having formula milk. I never was breastfed, and my mom always held me, so touch is good. And always take care of your coconuts, and always have a coconut buddy. And interesting enough, when talking about cats in my garden here, being in my garden, I'm glad I've got the garden in here too. I not only use seashells, this is plastic fake ones, but I use seashells in the garden to break them up to make sure the cat doesn't get into the dry wall pot. It's really well covered and nice and dry for him, or her, excuse me. So break them up, and also eggshells, they can be good too. They don't like to step on the sharp objects or the slugs even too, on the shady red side too. And rose thorns, the rose branches, see how thorny they are? They can be very prickly for me. I can find them easier in the garden and the wall pot too, and set them aside as I'm gardening and weeding, and then I put them back into the garden to keep the cats out, and the slugs too, probably too. But I like them in the front of the flower because that's usually where the cat probably is going to jump into the garden wall pot, and not behind the shady, hopefully. But I've had a lot of luck with that. They don't like that thorniness and prickliness there too. And like I was telling you, Mother Nature talks to us. Well, no, sorry, I didn't tell you that. But see how the seashells are molded together, and like this rock is molded together. I even use that in the garden too. Like, see how it stands up. I pretty much found it like that in the ocean. I see how it cups and it'll roll in my garden. I swear, the heat and the water, so I can try to keep it at a different angle, 45-degree angle. We're at a 45 here in Washington State. So, and then like in summertime, I can pick it up. So it's in the summer, it still radiates the moisture and the hot and light reflection of the sun too. And like these two, I'll put them in the ground. I left it a little bit dirty for you on purpose, so I show you what I can, like the opposite of the iceberg. I put this in the ground, and I do like that in the winter, 45-degree angle, and in the summertime you can pick them back up and rotate them to, so it's rotating that heat back onto the plant, or seed can be on this side or that side of the rock. And I just leave them in there year round, and I don't break this one up at all. I leave it solid, so it's nice for the garden seedlings, and helps generate that kind of a greenhouse thing. So if you don't have plastic, you have a wall pot, have a seedling spot where you have you can watch your seedlings start, because I was always pulling the seedlings. I thought it was grass. Yeah, definitely it was a learning process there. And back to the feet and Copy and Cat and the cat. So at nighttime before bedtime, I like to do that at nighttime before bedtime. And laying flat, you can do it when you're sitting up too, like on the couch too. I'll show you a couple new tricks like that too. And with the flip-flops too. This also helped me with the foot part, my ankle. I had fallen downstairs one too many times, fractured my ankle one time when I was little too. But recently, the doctor even filed my flip-flops because that technique, it actually helped me not bruise so easily my ankle on my foot, and I had actually ended up going to be able to pop up and not roll and fracture my ankle again. But the doctor was even able to file my flip-flops down, so maybe ask your doctor too if he can help you with that if you have shoe inserts, because I didn't like it because I was walking more like this, and I think I needed to walk more like this, or like a duck type thing. I think some of us need to walk like a duck because we got so many things going on in our train of thought versus walking and talking and chewing gum at the same time type thing. So I'll show you a couple techniques laying down, and Ruth wanted me to go over positions of feeding baby other than when I was sitting up there. I don't have my chair, so I won't show you that exactly. But I remember only once feeding baby with my head tipped up. I think it scared me because little one was getting teeth, so it shocked me and scared me, and then I went back to the normal way. So before, during, and after her teething is when I discovered that, and that's why I say it's so important to stay home with your child so you have time to think and pause for effect, and maybe have a journal, or have your mom or your friend have a journal when you're talking, chatty Cathying it up. My mom had wonderful handwriting. As you can say, I have to have the computer and stickers and prints and things like that. I have horrible handwriting. So always, see if you can stay home. And when you have that maternity leave, and now men have maternity leave, take it. Take time, think about it. You should stay home, work from home, have a team, and just, don't ignore your baby's needs and yourself too, especially for your rest too, and your train of thought to protect you and baby and family. Let me show you the lay down and the sit up there. Basically like this. You can go like that, and or exaggerating a bit there, but you get the idea. Not too tight because I think it can help you. So just go like this if it's too much. And hopefully that helped you with that. So I don't know if you could hear me so far away. But if it gets too tight, don't do. I was over exaggerating the last one, kind of going like that. So don't do that because it's going to tighten your muscles. You can get, probably carpal tunnel. I don't know, but I notice it can hurt me if I overdo it. But relax, fan out, and go and like that. See how I'm fanning it out? It's going around here, not just like that, not flat. And same with your feet. Get your foot buddy system going on. The answer's not too far away in nature to help you get on with your day. I'll show you a couple of techniques with the before, during, and after. Well, you've seen the already ones with the breastfeeding. I would sit down in a store and turn around with baby, and probably most of you know this is a toy baby. It's not real. And I would, tie it in my knot. But here I got so many techniques. I'm not gonna tie it in a knot right now. But I would sit down, turn around, away from people. And I would make sure, nobody's around me. And I would rest the little one, and I was always down. Why? Why would we want to do that? As Mother Nature taught us to do, sit up. So probably now you could go talk to your doctor about, sitting up too. So always have, something to be able to get up away from danger. So I don't know about that. So we're always learning. And when I would lay down too, I would lay down in bed and such. I would have either this or even like this. But I like this, and if I could be under baby, but that was a bit too much for baby. So I would sit there and I would make sure that, because you don't want to do this, maybe that, but I don't recommend it. because you could fall asleep and roll onto baby and suffocate baby. I even had little one here tucking on my hair because I thought, oh, she's up here, she's fine. I put a pillow under the sheet, you know, and she was here, and the pillow was here, and she was here, and I was down here. Well, she ended up getting stuck in my ponytail, and I would sleep with it, you know, with my ponytail here. She ended up in the actual hair, and luckily I woke up just in time, and she was safe. She is fine. So things like that there. And yeah, that was most of it. And you know, at the restaurants, I turn around basically like I did there with my head down. So that is one of the main things I would do. So that would be a better visual. I'd get your other better visuals too. You could go like so and lift up your shirt too. So if you're looking away, you can have that safety for you and baby. We are tipping just a little too much with this wind. It's just making things a little interesting there. Okay, here's some, yeah, here's a little bit of the old ones. Remember I was telling you that one? I don't like the way the swimsuit goes across the top. Don't wear things that go across your breasts. It can be bad for your circulation. But notice how I'm fanning the hand out and bringing one leg up as I was sitting. You can do that, like I said, sitting or laying down in bed. Here is another one too. Oops, sorry. Gotta get the camera to stop wiggling there. There we go. And see, I'm bringing it down and out away from me. So laying down or sitting up, it does help me on the couch, but always know your couches too, because you can get bad circulation to the legs and you don't want that there. And like the last video, I believe was it was closing the eyes. If you didn't hear too much, well, I don't see how much more you can hear today, but this one's just closing your eyes and touching down past the nose. Touch the top of the forehead and go past down the nose. You should close the child's eyes. It might even work for an adult too if there's a natural disaster. So I'll show you here. Make sure I'm in the visual here. I'm not in the visual there. There we are. It can hopefully help an adult too if there's a natural disaster, a man-made disaster. Go like this because it might be shell shocked or just, you know, in shock. So maybe there's a couple different mental disabilities that can happen all of a sudden, but like this, and they should close their eyes. It might happen for a few seconds, and it might happen for, you know, for them to go to sleep too. So, and that's what I was talking about in the shower. You could probably, as you're massaging your breasts and milking after you are showering, you might have to close the baby's eyes in the bathroom for a couple reasons. So just basically go the same way like that. And the baby should close their eyes, just like that. So, give you a couple ideas there. So, from top of the forehead down to the tip of the nose, just lightly. It might tickle them, but you know, like I said, it might only happen for a few seconds. It might happen for, you know, so they can go to sleep after they're milking. And thank you for watching. Always take care of your coconut buddies and have a coconut buddy. And what is it? Always remember to have fun, not too much. You can have too much fun, you know that. And also with the cats too, you can get a motion active sprinkler system, and you can either have it on low or high range, and for rabbits and things like that, because yeah, you don't want the cat poop in your wall pot or anything like that. They, like I said, they like that dry wall pot. And you can have it for short range, long range, and mine goes off all the time. I face it towards the roadway. In the cars, it's going off all the time, and so it can be different settings. You can get it at the hardware store, and like I said, long range, short range, and what is it? Yeah, it can go up and it can go down, and acts like a drip system. Just know that it can burn the plants too, if it's too much. So just face it away from traffic or a busy spot, and you should be fine. And always remember to have fun. And remember, cats don't like to get wet, so play in the water. Now that I can't see. Enjoy. Have a coconut buddy. Hope you get squeezed, and take care of your breast and your milking buddies. And take care. Thank you for watching.